Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Scott Show. This is Scott. As you can hear, we are pretty busy rocking it here on the Scott Show, but I wanted to make sure I got to you guys. And I had a question from one of our loyal listeners, Jolene, today, who asked me about helping the people from the hurricanes in Texas. So I wanted to get on here and give you guys a little bit of insight on how you guys can help. So first of all, I want to give a little caveat to all this. Do not think that you can go to Houston or Texas or wherever this is and help people unless you are trained. I know the Red Cross is going. They have volunteers. If you ever want to do anything like that, go to the Red Cross. Get trained to be a volunteer there, and then you can go and help people like that. I know some people just like to jump, but please get trained, get with a group. They will help you stay safe at the same time you're trying to help out people. So with that being said, I wanted to give out a little bit of that. First of all, I'm looking at a picture from Marshall Shepard. I'll make sure I follow him on Twitter, Dr. Shepard 2013. And he's saying more perspective on the flooding. With days and feet of rain ahead of them, you can see that the freeway is absolutely flooded to where they're almost touching the top of the signs of the freeway. So that's pretty bad. It's incredible what happens there. So I do need to let you guys know who's kind of doing things, and we want to make sure that we give a shout out to all of these groups that are working really hard to take care of people. So first of all, the Texas Diaper Bank is creating relief kits. So if you have any questions about relief kits, you guys can hit up to the Texas Diaper Bank. And I will have a link to all of this on the 102550 and the Scott Show website. So I'll make sure to just kind of link on that and say here's who you help, here's where you can get all that. The Houston Coalition for the Homeless is coordinating shelter for people who are displaced because of this. The SPCA of Texas is coordinating animal rescue and rehoming. The Houston DSA is coordinating volunteers for rescue and assistance. I'm just pretty much reading this from the thing, by the way, because I want you guys to get all the information that we have here. The Houston Food Bank, Direct Relief connects safety net providers with medical supplies. The Driscoll Children's Hospital in Corpus Christi, Texas, is helping out. Portlight, disaster relief for people with disabilities, so we want to support them. Portlight. Austin Pets Alive is taking in strays from the zones of Hurricane Harvey. The Corpus Christi Food Bank and Galveston Food Bank. I want to thank all of them. Airbnb for places to stay for people. They're helping out. Global Giving's Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund. And there's a lot of GoFundMe pages for that. But they have not been vetted, so make sure where you're giving before you give. Now, I want to make a statement on that 102550 right now is not taking any donations for hurricane relief. I understand that people are homeless because of this, but it is something that I think is a little bit out of our purview right now. So we're giving all these other folks some highlights, and we want to tell them what's going on, but at the same time, there you go. Dallas shelters prep for evacuees. Austin folks, sign up to help. If you're from Austin, Texas, listen to this podcast, sign up to help on there. And I'm sorry, sometimes my reading is a little off. B. Okay, hopefully I got that right. It's like reading an eye chart sometimes with all these letters that, it drives you nuts sometimes. They're doing mobile kitchens, aid and help out which stores are open. The Houston Emergency Aid Coalition, Target Hunger also. The Houston Area Women's Shelter, they're helping. They have hotlines open during the storm for domestic violence aid. Forgotten Dogs of the 5th Ward, coordinating animal rescue with neighborhood need assistance and repair for kennels. Team Rudicon deploys veterans to respond in crises. If you have a boat in Houston, they're looking for help there. They're also looking for female hygiene products for Texans in need. So that's really important. Mattress Mac is opening his furniture stores for people in need. And then, of course, spread the word. The list of shelters in Houston are there. And then, of course, food banks in Galveston, Houston, Victoria, Corpus Christi, Beaumont, Parr, Texas, Bryan, Texas, Austin, Texas, and San Antonio. So, lots of great insight on there. I will link this to, as I said, the 102550 site. Probably put this on somewhere. And yeah, we're just clicking all over the place trying to find different places that will help out people in Texas. Now, I was asked about like bags and stuff like that to help out and how to send things. The relief kits, and I'm going to click on that because I know the Texas Diaper Bank is super important. And you know, that is one of the most important things out there. It's just to make sure we take care of our little babies, because they don't know what homelessness is. And it's pretty sad that we even have to think about it. That little babies are homeless. So check out all of that. 102550 will be doing some stuff later to kind of take a peek at all the see what we can do to work on ending homelessness in Houston. But for now, it's really great that we can get out this podcast and talk about how you guys can help Hurricane Harvey victims. We want to be a part of the solution, and I think that this is our way right now, is to promote it out as here's where all the places are that you can give. Just a reminder on those GoFundMe sites, they have not been vetted by too many people. I understand that people will be trying to reach out to their families. So do your research a little bit before you give to those kind of places. GoFundMe. But make sure you give to places like the Diaper Bank, the Coalition for the Homeless, Portlight. I think that Portlight is probably one of the most important ones for me, because it's helping people with disabilities who can't get out of their place, who probably have a lot more problems than the normal person to try to move and get stuff done. So we want to thank them especially. And all of the animal places. I want to make sure I get that out there. All the animal places. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you, because yeah, we do work on ending homelessness and poverty nationwide, but we also care very deeply about our animals. And I know that my vegetarian friend out there will love that. But we do. We care very much about our animals, and we want them to be just as safe as everybody else. So with that, I'm Scott with the Scott Show. Normally I take some time and post and promote different things I'm doing. With this, I'm not going to. I would just like to give out all my thoughts and prayers and good feelings for the people of Houston, Texas, and in Texas and wherever this hurricane is hitting. Because it's not, from what I'm hearing, it's not just Texas. but we want to make sure that everybody's good there, and if you guys can, reach out a helping hand to those organizations that I listed. Also, remember the Red Cross and the Salvation Army, they are there. FEMA is there. I know the president has already made an emergency disaster out of this. So, it's happening, folks, that we are taking care of our own. But with your guys' help, just make sure that you're safe. And we thank you for everything. As a part of 102550 Homeless Project, as a part of the Scott Show, we send out our condolences to the people that have passed away. I think there's one or two so far that I've heard of, if not more. And I'm very sad about that. Hurricanes and natural disasters, well, they suck. And I'm just going to say that straight up. So I will catch you guys a little later. We do have some other stuff coming up. I will promote all that on future podcasts, but I wanted to get this one out and talk about Hurricane Harvey and what you guys can do. So we are good, and you guys have a great rest of your day.